Hello everyone. Happy Tuesday. Now go over here and share the video. How are you guys doing this Tuesday? Share. I'm just sharing the video and then we'll get down to business. So I hope you guys are having a good day. Hi Diane. Welcome to Tuesday, to our weekly Tuesday live. I'm so excited. I'll wait until a couple people get on here. Let's see. I have I don't know if it's really a fun fold card, but it's a little different card. I caught a YouTube video this week and another demonstrator made this type of card and I said, oh, I gotta share it with everybody. So I'll go ahead and I'll start talking about some stuff here before we get onto our card. I just want to remind you guys that June 14th is the last day that you can have your party where Stampin' Up! Will give you an extra $25 or more once you reach $250. So if you guys are interested in having a party, let me know. I can hook you up with that. I've had a couple of really successful parties, and I've earned, well, not me, the people who have had the parties have earned some awesome stuff. So I don't know if you guys have seen today, Stampin' Up! Just announced, I think it was around 3 o'clock our time, Eastern time. The last chance products, the mini catalog, the January through June catalog is about to retire, and they have some good discounts on some of this stuff, up to 50% off on some stuff. So if you guys want to get in there and take a look, there might be something in there that was on your list of must-haves, and maybe you can get it at a good reasonable price. Yeah, I love YouTube. I'm always on YouTube trying to find ideas. I'm not creative, if that sounds funny. I really am not creative. Like, I cannot figure out a card. I take somebody else's idea and then I put my own spin on it. Sometimes I can. I mean, I will create my own cards for my card classes and stuff, but a lot of times I take the lazy way out and I go and I watch YouTube and I'm like, oh, that's cool. I'll just put my own spin on it. So I love YouTube and Pinterest and all that fun stuff, Google. So the last chance products are, like I said, you want to get in there and get them. The end of June will be the last time that you can, they'll be going away. So hi Amy, welcome. The kit collections, I don't know if you guys seen that. That's brand new today. Stampin' Up! Has just put out a whole bunch of different kits. There's a lot of them they're fairly cheap. I think they're around like $12, $15, and they're all inclusive. Not all of them, but a lot of them are all inclusive. So everything's in there. You just put them together if that's something you want to do. They're kind of like the paper pumpkin kits, if you're familiar with them, but you don't get the stamps or the inks. Everything's pre-cut out. Even the sayings and sentiments are already there, so you just kind of assemble them. So that's a good collection there. And then Diane, thank you so much. I have a new team member. Woo woo. She signed up. She took advantage of the sale that Stampin' Up! Or the not sale, but the extra goodies Stampin' Up! Was offering through May 31st, and she signed up. So thank you, Diane. I'm so excited you're on our team. It's a little team, but it's growing. So congratulations on signing up, and of course, I'll spoil you rotten, and I've got some stuff coming. So once I get all this stuff in, I'll send you a nice welcome package, and whenever you need anything, if you have any questions, just ask me. So I think that's all I want to talk to you guys about. I'm going to go ahead and point you guys down and show you the cool card that we're going to be working on. Let me just see if I can flip you guys upside down. There we go. Alrighty. Let's see. think that's good. I haven't had a chance to make my card class for this month. I'm behind, but I'll get on that. I'm planning on using the Hydrangea Hill products for my new card class. So hopefully that'll be up on my Facebook page within the next couple of days, and I'll let you guys know once I get my cards made. But this is the set I'm using today. So this stamp set is pretty large. It's got a lot of sentiments and a lot of images in it. So this is the different images that are in the stamp set. This image goes right over your flower, or it's a nice, you can put this, an image on top of it, like a watercolored background. This is a solid image that can go over the leaf. Here's another solid image, and it stamps this way. The stamp is not messed up. It's meant to look light and dark. And this will go over your leaf here. You have this little glump here, which goes over these flowers. And I'm pretty sure it'll fit over these too. I haven't tried it. Then you have this little flower, and then this little flower will go over that. And then you have all these awesome sentiments in here. There's so many different sentiments with the font. It's so crazy. So I just love this stamp set. There's a lot of stamps with it, and there's also coordinating dies. This stamp set is in the new catalog. So it will be here for a while. So you have all these awesome dies that coordinate with it. And I went ahead and I cut them out so you guys can see. I wanted to show you this die here. This one here is right here. And it's really neat because you can pop all these flowers up if you don't glue them down. And it gives it kind of like a 3D effect. So that's kind of neat. I've seen some really cool things done with that. There's the outline right here of the flower. You can cut that out. There's this little tag in there, and then this little shape here to cut out. Some of the sentiments do fit on this, but of course some of them are a little bigger and a little longer, and they won't fit on there. You have the leaves. You can cut out the leaves here, and then you can cut out this shape and this shape, and then you have the outline of the leaves. And then there's one die in there. I was kind of hoping they were all together, but it cuts them all out individually. So you have all of these little guys that are cut out with one swipe of this die here. But so that's it to the set. I mean, it's a big set. It's a fun set. There's a suite right now, but that suite will be going away the end of June. So if you guys want the suite, there's a bunch of products with it. Paper, specialty paper. I think there's ribbon with it. And I think some, yes, these guys, the pastel pearls. So it's quite a big suite. You can buy it all together, or you can buy all this stuff individually. So, and that, of course, is my host code. Whenever you make a purchase with me, use this host code, and then you will get the current card class when you use this code. This code, if your order is $150 or more, do not use my code. You will get your own goodies. You will get your own rewards from Stampin' Up, and you will also get your card class from me. So again, my card class will be on the hydrangea set. It just isn't up yet, but it should be within the next couple of days. But let me show you the card that I made that we're going to make tonight. So it kind of opens like that, and then there's a middle flap that opens, and then you have that. So it's kind of a fun fold card, but it's really simple. It looks like it's hard to make because looks like there's a lot of elements to it, but it's really easy. Simple card. So I'm going to go ahead and get started with that. So with it, you will need just a regular card base. It's A2 size, so it's 5.5 by 8.5, and then you just fold it at 4 1/4. So I'm going to bring in my paper trimmer, and show you guys how we make those little flaps. Super easy. What you would need, let's see, where's the top there? There it is. So the easiest way I found was to just open it up, and then you're gonna go to 1 1/4, and then you're gonna come down to where the fold is, and you can feel that fold with your trimmer. I'm just gonna stand up because it will make it easier, but you can feel where that fold is. And once you feel where that fold is, you can also line up your blade. Then you just want to go ahead and slide that all the way down and cut that flap, so it's cut right up to the top. Then what you're going to do, I found this was the easiest way, flip the card over, line it up at 1 1/4 again, and you're going to do the same thing. You can cut up to that line, or you can cut from the top. I'm going to go from the top just because I don't want to slice anything I'm not supposed to. I don't want to go over that line, and I'm going to do that cut again. So there's your crazy looking card right there. So that's all it is to make those little slices in there. So then what you're going to need is we're going to decorate the card, and we're going to do some stamping. So let's do the stamping first. In the stamp set, you have this big, beautiful hydrangea. So I'm just going to stamp that in Memento. You could do coloring on it if you wanted to take the time and color. But being that this stamp set has the gorgeous watercolor stuff to do it, that's super simple. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take this, ink this up. Because it's a bigger stamp, I like to put the ink on instead of putting the stamp on the ink. And then we're just going to stamp that down. Doesn't that stamp out so pretty? So there's that. Let me just wipe this stamp off. So then I'm going to add some color to this. I'm going to use 2 of our new in colors. Have you guys ordered the new in colors? They're so gorgeous. I just love them. And they're all great together too. So you're going to take the solid, 2 solid images here. And let's see. And these stamps are quite large too. I can fit that on here. I'll put it on this bigger block. So I'm going to use the Fresh Freesia, and I'm going to stamp that over these guys. So there's no really, like, you can line it up. There's really no specific, that I've found, way to put this down on this flower. I kind of just go around and find out where it's going to ink up all my flowers, and then I just kind of stamp it down. So isn't that pretty? And then the leaves here, or the stem and leaves, I'm going to use the soft succulent. And then you just line that up as best as you can. And then we're going to go ahead and cut that out. Die cut that out. So you're going to use that large framelit. And we're going to line that up and cut that out. So I'll bring in my bigger machine for that, because I didn't cut my paper down small enough. It's a lot easier when you're doing your cutting to stamp out your images and then do the cutting instead of cutting it out and then trying to stamp on it. It's just a lot easier to line everything up. It's easier to line up the die over your stamped image than it is to stamp the image on the die cutout. And we're going to take that right out of there. So pretty. Just put my die back so I don't lose it. So let's go ahead and let me decorate the card here. So you're going to need a piece of window sheet. This is cut 1 by, I think, 5 3/8. 1 by 5 3/8. And this is going to go over the front. That little flap will go underneath. So it'll look like this, but it'll look better once we get all our papers and stuff on. So let me bring in all the designer series paper I cut. So this paper is from the Hydrangea Hill DSP, which I think I've showed you guys this paper. It's super pretty. This is going away, this paper, at the end of June. So if you like this paper, you better get your hands on it before it's gone. It's very pretty, lots of pretty colors in there. That would make a great scrapbook layout. You've got that nice spot in the middle there to put all your pictures on, but super pretty. And then the back side of that is that real lovely, pretty pink there. And it tells you right on the back all the colors that it coordinates with. So this coordinates with Gorgeous Grape, Highland Heather, Misty Moonlight, Mossy Meadow, Old Olive, Rococo Rose, Seaside Spray, and Whisper White. So we know Rococo Rose is gone, and was there another in color in there? I think that was it. I'm sad Rococo Rose is gone. I really like that color. So I cut a piece of the DSP. This is cut at... oh boy, what was this cut at? 2 3/4 by 4. Yes, 2 3/4 by 4. And then you're gonna layer it on a piece of basic black, which is just cut slightly larger, so it gives it just a little thin border. And this basic black is cut 2 7/8 by 4 1/8. So I'll list all of the measurements in the video description, so if you want to recreate this. So I'm just going to take some Stampin' Seal and just apply that. See how that black just gives it a little bit of a frame, just enough to pop up that color. So this is going to go right on the front, so we might as well just glue that down. And it gives it another little, just a little border of that Fresh Freesia. I don't know why I always want to call it Fresh Freesia. And then you have some more of that designer series paper that I cut. You're going to need 4 strips. I cut 2 different designs of it. I'm going to put these 2 on the front, I think, and then these will go on the inside. So each of these are cut at 1 by 4. And then you're going to need 4 pieces of basic black, which is just cut slightly larger. So this is going to be cut 1 1/8 by 4 1/8. So I'm going to go ahead and glue these all on now. And again, your basic black is just going to give that nice little tiny border. Oh, thank you, Diane. Those were my Memorial Day nails. They were super easy to do too. I just put a little bit of red and blue nail polish down and just took a dotting tool and just went to town with the little dots on there. So it was really easy. So then this will get bordered again on the basic black. So I'm going to put these right out on the outside of the card. And this card is a little heavy just because of all the different layers we're putting on it. So I'm not sure if it's going to cost any extra to mail it. It does feel a little heavy. So you may want to weigh it before you mail it or hand deliver this card to somebody. So there's the front. And then what we're going to do is, there's a piece of basic white. This is cut 1 by 5 3/8, I believe. Yes, 5 3/8. And in this stamp set, there's a bunch of sentiments, but I really like the You Make Me Smile. So let me pull that one out. And we're going to stamp that in the memento. So before I stamp this down, I'm going to go ahead and this is going to be glued on the inside of this flap. So you don't want to stamp right on the end here. You want to stamp, you want to give it some room there so you can glue that down. So I think it'll be fine if I stamp it right about here. Perfect. So before we go any further, we're going to go ahead and attach this to these flaps. So I found the easiest way was to bring your 2 flaps here. And I'm going to use some stronger glue. I'm going to use the Stampin' Seal so it holds down your Stampin' Seal Plus. So it holds down that window sheet. So now I'm going to bring this down. Am I doing this right? Nope. Yes. Okay. So then you're just going to line this window sheet up. Just like that. So I'm going to trim that. I must have cut that a little too long. I'm going to trim that with my paper snips. So now there's your flap is down, or your main part of your card is down, and then you have that window sheet there. This looks like that's a little crooked. I think I put the Designer Series paper on crooked. There we go. That looks better. So there's your first flip to the card. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I have to trim any, which I don't. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Stampin' Seal Plus again. And then you're going to put this You Make Me Smile on there. So there's your little window sheet with the You Make Me Smile. And then what I did was I took on the inside, we'll do the inside of the card. I'll open that up. So in here, actually I'll close this because then that'll give me a good, this is where these pieces are going to go. So I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. I'm going to line these up on the inside. And you want to try to keep your basic black lined up with your basic black in the middle here so it doesn't look wonky. Then we're going to flip this up, and I cut a piece of basic white right here. This one is cut at 2 7/8 by 4 1/4. So I'm just going to layer that on the inside. And when you layer this on the inside here, you want to just make sure that that flap is going to cover it. So you can see by the cut marks here where to put your paper. Then when you close the flap, you can't see the basic white. So I stamped on the inside of here to An Incredible Woman. You could do some stamping in there. I didn't cover this up. I didn't feel I needed to, but the one YouTube video that I seen, she put paper down to kind of cover that little, I guess, mess up there, but you don't have to. You could leave it like that. And then the final touches is that flower. So this guy here, what I did was, the first time I did it, I made a mess. I used the liquid mono glue, and it really made a mess. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use some Stampin' Seal here. And I'm going to kind of, you want to make sure when you put this flower down that it is not over the edge. You want to make sure it stays on the card front here. So I'm going to take right here, I'm just going to put some glue right there. And then what I'll do is I will take some liquid glue and put a little on the tip of that leaf there. And then maybe a little on the tip of this. And then a little bit on that stem, very little. Then just hold it down for a couple seconds. Doesn't take too long to tack up. There you go. And then there's that. And then your inside, like I said, you can stamp something in there. You know, you could write in there. And then I thought it needed something else out here. So I brought in the pastel pearls. I love these. They're super pretty. And where's my Take a Pick tool? So I'm going to use the Take a Pick tool. And I'm going to use the darker. On here I use the lighter color. I'm going to use the darker ones. And I'm just going to put a couple on here. Kind of stagger them. So the card, it looks complicated, but it's really not that complicated to make. It's pretty simple. So that's, I guess it's a fun fold card. It's fun folding it. So that's the card. And I love, like I said, this hydrangea set is so pretty. And there's the whole set. You get a lot in this set. So that's that. I thought you guys would like that. And like I said, I'm going to use that on my my card class. This, you know, it was supposed to be today, but it just ran out of time. But I'll get the card class up and running, and it's going to be the Hydrangea Hill set, or the hydrangea set with all the paper and stuff. I'll get something up hopefully within the next day or so. I'll get the new card class up, and that's it, guys. I just thought I'd share that awesome little card with you, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'll leave all the measurements in the video description. Hi, Donna. And who else? Oh, Carrie. Hi, Carrie. You guys are late to the party. But I'll leave all that stuff in the description of the video here, so you guys can make one of these cards. I'd love to see your guys' creation. I love when you guys text me or message me with your cards and your creations. It's the best thing ever. I love it. I get so excited when I see you guys getting excited about the products you guys make, and you text me and you message me your cards you make, and they're just awesome. You guys are awesome. That makes my day when you guys do that. So, all right, well, I will talk to you guys next week. Same bat channel, same bat time. And you guys have a fantastic week. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you guys next Tuesday. All right, guys, have a great night. Bye.